So hello guys, welcome again to my vlog. Karon nakadawat ko og letter ni Brady, akong bana. So for today's video, I'm gonna talk about how to know that he is the one. Okay. So first, as a person, it's normal to make mistakes, and not everybody's perfect as well. But then again, let's go back a little bit sa akong history. So kaniadto mga daghan kong mga puppy love gihapon. Yeah, and I really admit that I have puppy loves, I have greatest love, I have someone nga di na ko malimtan up until now. But there's only gonna be one true love, and that happens to me. So mao na siya akong bana karon. So I have a lot of heartbreaks, I have a lot of disappointments, I have a lot of experiences, good, bad, mixed experiences. Two person na akong giseryoso jud before, but then right now kuan lang, casual lang. Dili jud may kayo gastorya, but because respect to my husband lugar kay syempre minyo na gud ko because I'm married. Right now those experience had gave me a lot of learnings to ponder. I came to a point where I was really brokenhearted, that it did a lot of impact to me, and I started to feel like hating that person, and it was really hard to move on. But then again, I tried so hard to be positive and move on with my life. So what I did was to focus on my work, and then I enrolled for a master's degree program at SMU, and then but between those timeline, my now husband is my friend for a very long time. Served the same mission, like we have like the same areas, but we've never met each other in our mission. We've never met. Like we've never said hi, because I think he served around 2008 to 2010, and then I served 2010 to 2012. So we really never had a chance to meet each other during our mission or during our service. So, and then everything happened. We've been friends for a very long time, and then he was in a relationship that time, and then later on I was in a relationship as well. I also got engaged to a person, but hindi natuloy. And then after that, at that time that I was engaged to that person, Brady, my now husband, he got brokenhearted because I don't know really what happened. I mean, I know what happened, but just some sort of it, because I don't wanna ask him like details about it. And then he went back to the Philippines for vacation, but he told me that he was so brokenhearted that he wanted to release and forget about what happened. So he went back to the Philippines and then visit some areas and visit some friends. And then after a few months that he was in the Philippines, that's when he decided to come see me in my island in Mindanao. And then I remember the first day that I saw him, and I was just really laughing at him because he was sweating everywhere because it was so hot and it was humid. And then he came down from the boat. I think the boat was, oh my gosh, I forgot, but it was one of the famous boat transportation in the Philippines. I forgot. I think TransAsia. Is it TransAsia? Yeah. And then he came visit me, and then I brought him to one of our church conference. And then after that, I still remember it was Sunday when he came and asked my papa. So at that time, papa was cooking at our dirty kitchen, and then he came to me first and said that he's going to ask my papa if he could date me. So he went to papa, and he said that he was so nervous, and he asked my papa if he could date me, and my papa said yes. So I was so excited at that time too, because nobody ever had did that. So, and then he told me that papa said yes. So we started dating some more. And then that time I was working as well, so he get to fetch me all the time. Hatid sundo niya ako sa work, and then when I get home from work, he's there. I could see his frustration. It's because sometimes he's lonely and he's bored, and I'm working. And then that all happened in October. So he came visit me 2 weeks in October, and then he went back to Cebu because he was also working at that time as online teacher, I guess. And then he came back around December because he spent the Christmas with us. And then he went back by February. First week of February, because that's when he decided to start working here in the US so we can get married and start our own family. So yeah, then 5 years after, we have 3 kids now: Israel, Luke, and Aliyah. So that's our love story. Again, let's go back to the content of this video. How to know that he's the one. You will know if he's the one if he puts an effort in everything. That's number 1. So I remember my husband would buy like a lot of load so he could subscribe for a data para Facebook kami lagi, and then he would call me. I remember the time that even if we're not in a relationship, he would text me a lot. He would ask me a lot of questions. He would laugh at me. He would like to know more about me. And even if we were just friends before, he would say or ask me how was my day, or kain tayo, because he knows how to speak my language. He knows how to speak Tagalog. And then, so that's number 1. So he makes an effort in everything. Even when I was working, even if before we were engaged, actually we were engaged in December 10, 2015. So even before when we were not yet engaged, he he would write a letter to me all the time, and he would say I love you. Like it's classic that he would hide it in underneath my keyboard. And then sometimes he would not just he would do that not just one time, but he would do it often. Even up until now, he would still do it. And then yep, effort. The second one, I would say, you would know that if he's the one if he respects you. He respects every decision that you have, and then he would respect your past. He would respect you by the way that he won't talk to you rudely. He would respect you in every aspect. Okay? And then because he respects my family, he respects my parents, he respects everything that is connected to me. And then so far I have never heard any bad word or any negative thoughts from my husband about my family. And I am so glad and feel very blessed about it. So that's number 2, respect. And number 3, you would know if he's the one if he thinks of you as his future wife. So a little throwback, when after our church conference, so we went back home because he was visiting me for 2 weeks. At the bus on our way home, we rode the bus on our way home, and then he asked me, what's my view to have a family? And then he asked me if I can be his girlfriend, and then as a mother of his children. And then he loves me to be part of everything, and he would ask me for suggestions, and then he would tell me how many kids he would like. That those are the things that he was thinking when he was with me. So he kind of like think in advance, and at that very moment I wasn't thinking yet about it. So yep. And then he thinks about you as his future wife, then that's kind of like ding, the signal there. So I think that's it. And then that's number 3, right? So number 4 would be, you would know if he's the one if he is very accepting of your past. So no matter what you did in the past, it feels like he or she is not affected, he's not jealous of it. He would, because even if right now, to me, I know that he's the one, because whatever he did in the past, I never judge him. I continuously loved and accept him as he is. And right now that he's my husband, I felt like I don't care about your past anymore, because I love you as you are right now, and I love you as what you are to me. So that should be it. It's very the people that you would know if he's the one if he is very accepting about all of you, you know. And then because if the person is not accepting about the whole of you, then there's always be an issue every time he or she knows about little things about you in the past. So that's number 4. And number 5 is God-fearing as well. So you need to observe if he had this conviction as well. He believes in God, because God is always in control about, you know, everyone, even in our relationship. So it's because God is loved, God holds all the peace, God is the one that gives wisdom to you as couples when things are not doing good, you know, because there will always be fight in between, there will always be like arguing, disagreements and arguing in between about even in little things. And then I believe that God is the creator of marriage. Because why would we do marriage if it's not for God? You know, because marriage is a blessing, and you know, God ordained marriage. So I think when you have God, or if that guy believe in God and you believe in God, then everything's gonna be straightened out. That's number 5. The number 6 is you will know that he is the one if you think that you are the one for him. What does it mean? So me personally, as a woman, I always have goal in my life. Like, I want to marry this kind of person. He had to be perfect and everything. Or that was my perception and that was my thinking when I was like a lot younger. But then I later realized that you have to prepare to be that woman for that man. Did you get it? Like for example, he's an honest man, and then you really like him, but then you can't be honest to him in everything. Like, you're hiding something. So, meaning to say that you can't be that person too for him. I mean, if you want to have a good husband, or if you want to marry the right one, be the right one first. Okay? So be the right one first. If you felt like you still have to work on things, then take your time to work on things. If you felt like I need to work on this attitude, then you need to work on that attitude. If you felt like you need to take your time to know yourself and enjoy yourself before settling down, then do it. Because as I've said, in order to marry the right person, you have to be the right one first. You have to be honest to yourself. You have to embrace yourself. You have to be satisfied with yourself, and you have to know yourself first to become the one for the right one. And then lastly, how to know if he's the one? If you ask God. So, we should always know how to ask God first, because God answers everything and He knows everything, and I don't think God will lead you to someone that doesn't deserve you. You have to patiently wait for him to, or you have to patiently wait for the right one to. Enjoy yourself while still waiting. You can go to school while waiting. You can hang out with your friends while waiting. But then, when you're waiting in your heart, and as I said, you need to ask God. Because God will tell you the answer in your heart and in your mind. So, I think so far that those are my advice when to know that He is the right one. So right now, I'm happily married, and today I received this. Just today, I received this letter from my husband because he's on military training and they're not allowed to use a cell phone. So I'm gonna read it to you guys, and how he showed his love for me. Baby. Serious na kayo. Okay. I'm gonna read to you the letter. No sugarcoating. You know how happy you will be if you finally be with that right person. Dami kong iniisip. Sabi niya, "Dear Raquel, I miss you. Araw-araw kitang iniisip. Mahirap din ang training pero kaya ko pa. Nag-stop ang mga iba sa company ko. Excited ako makita kita ulit. Pag uwi ako, ikikiss kita buong araw. Miss ko mga yakap, lambing at kilig mo. Miss ko din mga anak ko. I miss Talia's smile, Israel's intelligence, and Luke's kulit. When we're not too busy, I sometimes daydream of playing with my kids again. Because we're in quarantine, I haven't been allowed any letters, so I don't know if you sent me any, but I hope you guys are okay. I wish I was with you, but I do feel the Spirit telling me that the Coast Guard was the right choice for us. Thank you for the prayers. I can feel them. And know that I am praying for you, honey. See? He's praying for me. I'm working very hard and I'll be home soon. Hopefully, you're reading your scriptures. I read in Alma this morning, but I gave my Book of Mormon to another recruit who wanted to know more about our church. So, I'll be reading the New Testament for the next few weeks. Honey, ikaw talaga ang nasa isip ko. Wow. Haba ng hair. Palagi. Mahal kita. Pag uwi ako, hindi ka mawala sa yakap ko. Hawakan ng kita ng matagal. I smile whenever I think of the moment that I see you again. I can't wait. Sana alam mo na ikaw ang aking mahal forever. Sikapin ko para ipakita ko sa iyo ang pag-ibig ko sa iyo, Raquel. Sikapin ko maging mas magaling na asawa at tatay. I love you so much, Raquel. Please hug my kids. I'll be home with you soon. Love, Brady. What I'm trying to say is there's no perfect person. I made this video based on my own experience, and I know that some people experience it too. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and please share it to others so that they will be inspired as well. Just relax, guys. If that person is not for you, then it's not meant to be. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and have a good night. Matutulog na po ako. So wish you good night, and you guys have a great day wherever you are.